person who knows the most and is willing to talk is Harry MARKOPOLOUS, the man who figured out Madoff's scheme before anyone else. He sat down with us for his only television interview. Until a few months ago, Harry MARKOPOLOUS was an obscure financial analyst and mildly eccentric fraud investigator from Boston, who most people would never notice on the street.
My modern Greek hero, how you doing?
But today he enjoys an almost heroic status, pursued by journalists and movie producers and honored by colleagues as the man who went to the Securities and Exchange Commission and blew the whistle on Bernie Madoff and his $50 billion fraud.
Thank you. Thank you. Please take your seats.
But he seems uncomfortable with all the attention and knows that he is no hero.
Ever since last year when Gary Gensler was sworn in as chair of the SEC, we've had many discussions, whether it be in the live streams or on the video uploads themselves, about the SEC and their role in the AMC/GME meme stock short squeeze that we are all waiting on. We can discuss the petition that has recently gone out with all this speculation about Gary Gensler supposedly shorting AMC and GME. We'll touch on that topic a bit. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard the name of Bernie Madoff. Many of you might not know who the guy is who blew the whistle on him. We're going to talk about him a little bit tonight. I also want to get into Q2 earnings. August 4th is tomorrow. We're going to get those numbers from ARON and AMC. And I put on the thumbnail when squeeze. We'll talk about that before I let you go. But before we do any of that and get way too far ahead of ourselves.
Chew the speeder.
This is the way.
How many times did you send material to the SEC?
May 2000, October 2001, October, November, and December 2005, then again June 2007, and finally April 2008. So 5 separate SEC submissions.
And in spite of all of the things that you did, it still ended up in disaster.
There's nothing to be proud about in this case. I feel horrible about the result. It's been a total disaster for the victims.
Good evening, beautiful people. Guys, what's going on? It is Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022. And if you're still wondering to yourself, why is it, after all this time, the SEC and Gary Gensler still have not done anything to fix payment for order flow, transparency, or how about just a public service announcement letting retail know the SEC is on top of things. They are going to get to the bottom of this and figure out how to fix the market for retail investors, how to level the playing field, instead of spending money for commercials that make wisecracks about retail investors and their stupidity. From time to time, I have seen a lot of you guys ask, what is the deal with Gary Gensler? Why is it he's not stepping up to the plate? Is there some kind of malicious intent behind it? And all I can say is, guys, this has been going on for a very long time. We wondered to ourselves, how come there's no whistleblowers out there? Well, look what happens when someone does come blow the whistle. Now, I don't know how much times have changed to our present day. This was back in the early 2000s. But I'm going to guess not much has changed. And that's why we find ourselves in the position we're in right now. And this letter is going around asking for the resignation of Gary Gensler, specifically because of some of the actions that he apparently allegedly has taken against the meme stocks themselves. Now, I mentioned the other night in the video that I hadn't seen any hard documented evidence that Gary Gensler has been shorting AMC or GME through Vanguard and BlackRock. I've just seen the petition and the accusations. If we do come across that information, clearly Gary Gensler needs to resign, step down, or be fired. But I don't even think we need to really go down that road. So far, he's been negligent in a lot of the things that we know are going on, and he has yet to take steps to fix.
Normal and non-normal.
How long did it take you to figure out that there was something wrong?
It took me 5 minutes to know that it was a fraud. It took me another almost 4 hours of mathematical modeling to prove that it was a fraud.
And the reason I mention this story tonight is because I don't want people to be so disheartened with the SEC and their course of action right now, with all of the assets that Harry Markopoulos had, the people that he knew already on Wall Street, the documentation, all of his evidence, not based just purely off speculation, he wasn't able to get anything done over a number of years. So don't get so frustrated, guys. It may take us a while, but I think eventually we'll get there as long as we keep the pressure on. So everyone knows tomorrow is August 4th. Earnings are coming out. AMC and GME have both been running the last few days as we get closer to this date. I think the best thing for me to do right now is to direct you to Tony's video. Tony did a video. I'll put a link in the description talking about the earnings for tomorrow and some of the estimates that he came up with. I think he did a fantastic job on it. I couldn't top it. So if you want to try to get a little bit of a preview of an estimate of what we could be looking at tomorrow for numbers, link will be in the description. Go check it out. All right, now, before I let you go, I put in the thumbnail, when squeeze. And I just want to say this, and I want to be completely transparent with you guys about my steps going forward, my attitude towards AMC and GME, no matter what. And here's what I'll say. Every share of AMC or GME that I bought up until today is not going to be touched going forward. Those are going to be locked away. I'm going to be holding on to them, waiting for this thing to pop off. Going forward with AMC and GME, I don't know if it's something I'm going to start day trading. I don't know what yet. I want to see how the next couple days, a week or so pan out, how everything goes with this visit to Taiwan with Pelosi. There's a couple other things I'm waiting for to kind of play out across the spectrum here, and then I'm going to make a decision on what I'm going to do going forward. No matter what, I'm not selling any of my shares until we are in the price range that I'm happy with. I didn't wait all this time to take chump change. So I am still in the squeeze no matter what. That is just my situation right now. That's how I'm looking at things. Every individual retail investor is going to have a different situation. Everyone has to reevaluate themselves at some point in time. The longer this thing drags out, the longer they continue to kick this can, I start to see different things, and I start to see different ways of making money, possibly that I haven't thought of before, and now I need to start paying attention to. As soon as this move is over, we're going to see some changes coming to the site. By the way, with that said, I did answer all of the comments, I believe, from the last week. I tried to, at least. I'm going to hope to pop on tonight for a live stream for a little bit. I did speak with Tony. Hopefully we can get that set up. But with this being the last upload from this location that I'm currently in, it's been, 18 months we've been here rocking out. We've got over 6,300 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough for all of the support you've shown to each other, to those outside the community, the GME, the AMC people, to my moderators who have been lifesavers for me, to some of the content creators out there who have either collabed with me or given me some type of support. You know who you are. Chad Clifford, Frankie Muhammad, Casey Shaw, Tony DeNaro, Pantheon, Boss Blunts, AMC Bigums, 10D Time, Phil For Real, CSI. There's a bunch of them out there. Froggy. All guys that showed support to this channel, and I really appreciate everything everyone has done for me. I feel like this has truly been a blessing, and all of you have been a blessing on me. Hopefully you guys feel that as well on the other side of the camera. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. This is the last transmission, last upload from here tonight. As always, guys, thank you for the likes, the views, the comments. My new subscribers, my OGs, I appreciate each and every one of you. We're here to break the wheel. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.